What's up guys, Mallory from Living Life Barefoot. In today's video, I'm gonna harvest a few trays with you guys. So it is harvest day, it's actually Christmas Eve. Coming to you from Southern Illinois, it says it's 57 degrees out. I have the doors open, taking full advantage of it. The sun is shining. Yes, I would like to see some white fluffy snow on Christmas Day, but I don't think it's gonna happen for us. So sunshine, I'll take it, it's great. I'm gonna enjoy it. I have a specialty order that I'm gonna harvest for today. I have 3 varieties here, salad mix, broccoli, and arugula. And I just thought I would take you guys along while I harvest, just share a few things as we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started because I have lots of baking and cooking and prepping to do for Christmas morning. You always wanna make sure you start with a nice, clean working space. Use your preferred harvesting tool. I like to use a knife, but you could also use scissors. When harvesting your microgreen tray, you always want to grab your microgreens really gently. And I always grab and harvest the outside of my tray first. And then I'll do the middle section. And the outer edge again. Just like that. So there's always some leftover little pieces in here. You're more than welcome to kind of grab those and pull them out. Sometimes they're still attached to the soil, so you don't want to be pulling up soil and adding that into your containers. Next thing I do is give my microgreens a nice gentle little fluff, I call it. So this just knocks off any unwanted seed hulls that kind of have still attached to the microgreens. This will just help extend the shelf life of your microgreen to get all those little seed hulls off. I also like to harvest all of the same variety of microgreen trays together before I move on to a different variety. After you've harvested all of that one variety, what I would do is put it in a container like this and get it in the fridge immediately and get those microgreens cooled off. The quicker that you can do this and get them cooled off, the longer it'll help with your shelf life of your microgreens, and that is very important. Another great reason to do this is if you're just starting out your microgreens business, you really want to see what your yields are per tray. So you could harvest your tray and measure out what you're getting per tray and kind of get an average there so you know what to plan for when you get microgreen orders in. So these are going to go straight into my refrigerator so they can start getting cooled off and get ready for me to package them up. I always clean off my knife in between each variety that I'm harvesting. Go ahead and grab your next variety, and before you begin harvesting, you want to make sure your trays are at that nice sweet spot. They're not wet because you definitely don't want to package wet microgreens, and they're not too dry to where your microgreens are starting to wilt. It all takes place in your growing room. Good air circulation, humidity, and temperature control. So you want to make sure you have those things dialed in so that you'll have those perfect trays when it comes time to harvest day. If you already have your growing cycles dialed in, you know how much yield you get per tray. Another way you can do it is harvest your tray, give it a little fluff, and it can go immediately into your containers and then put in the fridge. So that's what I'm going to show you here. I have my container all ready to go. My labels are on. There we go. This way will be a little bit quicker for you after you get your systems dialed in. So this is ready to go. I'm going to pop it in the fridge and get it cooling off. variety of microgreen trays I have, and I just wanted to show you the trays that I use. These are the shallow trays, and that really helps when it comes time to harvest day. Instead of using the deeper trays where you're trying to get down into the tray to harvest it, you can actually just take your knife and put it right at the tray level and harvest it off like that. And it makes it so much easier having these nice shallow trays. And these are actually the trays that we decided to put into our microgreen grow kits for you guys. So if you haven't purchased a kit yet, please go to barefootmicrogreens.com and check it out. You can order a kit for a gift for yourself. You can grow microgreens right on your kitchen counter. You can go ahead and reorder seeds through us too, so you can continue to grow healthy, nutrient-dense food for you and your family. So I'm going to show you a little closer view here of the shallow trays and how it works really well for harvesting day. This is actually a shorter variety of microgreens too. It's actually shorter than it usually is, so that makes it tricky too on harvest day. So these shallow trays really work well. So you just can put it right at the tray level and go ahead and harvest. So you're not like digging down into a deeper tray trying to get your microgreens. You use those deeper trays, you tend to pull up soil and have issues, and it's just harder to harvest. Whether you are harvesting for your microgreens business or you're just harvesting your trays for your family at home, these are all really good things to follow to make sure you extend the shelf life of your microgreens and keep them nice and fresh when it comes time to just eat them all up. So make sure your trays are not wet. Make sure you're not packaging your microgreens wet. Make sure your microgreens aren't wilted and falling over. And always be really gentle with your microgreens and don't rough them around too much. All of these things will help extend the shelf life and keep them nice and fresh, which is exactly what we want. All right, guys, I'm gonna get finished up here. I hope you all have a wonderful Christmas. Comment below what your Christmas plans are this year. And remember to subscribe to our channel if you haven't yet. We had a goal to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year so we could come out with a new variety of seed for our microgreen grow kits. So hurry, hit that subscribe button, share our videos with all your friends and family. We have to reach 1,000, so help us out. Merry Christmas, everybody.